Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Murshidul Alam. My matrix number is 1182823. Today I am here to present my assembly project, final project, individual assignment 2. According to assignment requirements, I have to implement the 6th chapter and 7th chapter. So let's going to start our program. So I'm going to debugging this program. Start without debugging. So successfully the program has run. So you can see the few lines here. This is our main menu. So let's look the code section of this main menu. This is the code section. It started from here, include Arvin32, because I am using here Arvin32 library, and dot data. This is the data section of my main menu. The data I keep it here, the string data, and the dot code it started the coding section of main menu. So here is the coding section of main menu. You can see here move etx offset menu. So menu is stored in edx registry. Call write string means the showing the string, whatever you can see here. Call crlf is means the start new line to write. Call readin to taking input from user. So user can put here number 1 2 3. So if user put 1, so cmp eax 1, if 1 is true, the program will bring you 6th chapter, jump to 6th chapter. So cmp is comparison operation. So if user put number 2, the program will bring you chapter 7. So if user put 3, the program is terminated. There is only one terminated option, the main menu. So let's go to check the chapter 6 first. So I'm going to select the one. So there is the subtopics of chapter 6: Boolean comparison, jump conditional, loop conditional, conditional structure, control follow directives conditional. And number 6 option is the main menu. So if user put this number 6, the program will back them in the main menu section. So we are going to check number 1 here, the Boolean and comparison. So I'm putting here number 1, enter. So inside Boolean and comparison, there is several subtopics: AND operations, OR operations, XOR operation, NOT operations, test operation, and CMP operation. So number 7 is for back to the this chapter 6 function. So directly they cannot go back in the main menu. They have to go step by step. Go back. So let's check for number 1 AND operation. Enter a value to and with this number. So I give this random number. So if user put maybe 12, user put 12. So I press double there, so it's coming double. Okay, if user put 12, then it will show the value, calculating value with binary form. So let's have a look the calculation of this AND operation. This is the AND operation calculation operation, and inside the ETX registry, writing is showing the string, new line, taking the input from user, and calculation here is AND. I put the random number and the user value is inside here, EAX. So call write bin, so it showing the write in the binary form, this result. As like the calculation is almost similar for or XOR function. So let's have a look one by one. So I'm going for OR operation. I put 10, so it giving the value also same way. So I'm going for check number 3 XOR. So I put 43. It's also giving the calculation value with the binary form. So I go for number 4, not operation. Not operation. Actually, this is something different. If I put the negative number, the program will give you positive number. If I put a positive number, program will give you negative number. So I'm going to give the positive number 23. It will give minus 23. You can see here it will give number minus 23. If I test again number 4, so I give the minus 90, 90. Then it will give you plus positive 90. Let's check for number 5, the test operation. Test operation is similar AND operation. So, but in this test operation, we can check the number is either even or odd number. So, if you notice that you can see here, this is an odd number. Why it's showing the odd number? Because in the code section, we go for this specific coding section. Code section I put 13. That's why it show the program showing is odd number. If I put here 16, let's save and debugging again. Number one, and tested operation. The programming showing this is an even number because I already changed the value. Okay, let's have a look for number 6. Number 6 is CMP operation. CMP has already implemented. As I mentioned before, you can see here I already implement this CMP function several times in this program. This is the comparison. You can see CMP EX1. If 1 is true, it will jump to the chapter 6. It will number 2 is true, then it will jump to the chapter 7. Either I can, yeah, you can see also CMP. It will jump this a specific section, a specific function. If 2 is true, then it will jump this here. This is how it's working the CMP operation. So let's back to the subtouch 6 again. We can check jump condition. So I am selecting number 2. Jump condition, there is several subtopics based on jump, based on a specific equality and sign operation. So let's check number 1. This is the zero flag. If I put the number 5, because I put here 5, if I put user put the number 5, 5 minus 5, so it had zero flag. It is the zero flag is showing. So you check. Let's check for number 2. Number 2 is equality. Jump based on equality. It has been implemented at line 221, 229. So let's check for this one. 200. This one. This is actually CMP comparison. Yes, this condition is true, equal, then it will go for this section. Either this function is true, then it will go for this section. This is the equality, based on equality. Unsigned comparison. So let's check number 3. Please a number greater than 5. I put less than 5. It's not working. 4 is not working. 5 is not working because the 5 is not equal. I put number 6. The showing is the number you enter it is greater than 5, so it's tested. So I go for number 4. It is less than 5. So I put here 6. It won't work. I put here 8 because it's greater than 5. I have to put the less than 5, so I put in here number 4, the value 4. Okay, I put here number 3. So it's showing the number you enter it is less than 5. So this is the jump conditional. Let's back to the chapter 6 again. What else? Loop condition. So I'm going for 3 loop condition. If I choose the loop condition, it will show the plus 15 because this is the first number of loop. We can check here the loop coding. Declare array the random number and it will push and pop up the value. So when it will get the positive number, it will show the screen. The first positive number is here 15. If I change here number, it will show the this specific number whatever I put. So let's go for number 4, conditional structures. Conditional structure are implemented at lines. Okay, this one already implemented in our coding. As like same for conditional flow directive conditional. So I go for number 5, then I will show you both because these both are similar. You can see the controller structure implemented at line 97 to 110, and it will back to the main menu. So let's go to check. Actually, this conditional structure and directive conditional is same. This is actually for if else condition. Here you can see if ax equal to 1, then it's jump to the this function. Then if equality to is going to this specific function. Actually, this is the if else condition for this code. So let's check for chapter 7. I choose number 2. It will go for chapter 7. Chapter 7, there is several subtopics: uh, shift and rotate instructions, shift and rotate applications, and multiplication instructions. So I'm going for number 1, shift and rotate instructions. Enter a number to be shifted. So asking a number to shift the value. So I put 12. It will give you the shifted value with the binary form. Because this we call here call write in. So go for number 2, chapter 7, number 2, binary multiplication. This is actually rooted application is a multiplication number with this 36. The user whatever put the number and giving the value in the binary form. So I put it here number 3. It will calculate and give the value of binary form. This is the shift and rotate application. So let's go for number 3. This is the last for my program and my requirement. So let's go for number 3. This is the multiplication. So whatever user put the number, it will multiply by 10. If I put 5, it will show 50. Yeah. So let's check again. Number 3, if I put 7, it will show plus 70. This is how working the assembly project for my project chapter 6 and 7. So user after this can go back in the main menu to choose number 4. So I put here 4 and I come here to number main menu. So main menu, there is only one terminated. User can terminate the program. So I put 3. The program is terminated. It's no more working. So thank you so much for watching my presentation. Thank you so much for your time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.